Good morning, boomers. Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. Your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber, the original kaboomer on the networks. Don't get it twisted. This is the original kaboomer with the day one crypto maniacs deep in the blockchain battlefield trenches, pumping with the best of them. Today we'll be talking about no anonymity, no censorship resistance. We'll be questioning the fungibility there of Bitcoin and how it compares to Monero. I came across a post there on Reddit discussing this, and then we also will be talking about buying Monero with BTC anonymously. For my true crypto maniac soldiers, I've been letting you know, I believe Monero hits all the beats, okay? I got a video down below about reasons why Monero could be superior to Bitcoin. And don't sleep on a true privacy coin, boomers. If you're really in this crypto for the crypto ethos, for censorship resistance, then don't sleep on Monero. We're going to be talking about that as it compares to Bitcoin and what this means for the future. Shout out to Passive Crypto Show. He's the first boomer here in the box. Good morning to you, sir. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Let me drop a bomb. Today we're talking about no anonymity, no censorship resistance as it relates to Bitcoin, Monero, and the crypto sphere. But first, let me shout out Roger Ripple, XPO391, Passive Crypto Show, and the rest of the pumpers tuning in to the population of the chat box as we preheat this crypto oven to 450 and beyond. We're just warming up the show out here. Warming up the show indeed. Let's check out today's mathematics over there on TradingView. You can see the one-day chart on Bitcoin via Coinbase. This is on TradingView.com. Somebody was asking me yesterday which site I was using to show the charts and some of the technical indicators. And TradingView seems to be the one for all markets, including currencies, futures, stocks, bonds, and whatnot, including cryptocurrency. So if you don't know about TradingView, I use it. So I think they got referral links or whatnot, but I don't have one. So jump on it anyway. Everything doesn't have to be a referral out here. Shout out to Thai City. What up? XPO's out here. Roger Ripple. It's been a while since I seen Roger Ripple in the box. Let me drop a bomb for Roger. 80.50 there on the bits. There was some dippage there to about 79.37, which was the low in the 24-hour day range. And we're up to 80.50. We touched 8100, and we're trading sideways. We're trading sideways as I expected, and I'm not surprised that things took a dip under 8,000. Let's check out today's math over there on CoinMarketCap. Hit refresh. Let's see how healthy or ill things are looking. 220 on the market cap baggage for crypto worldwide. $220 billion on all of crypto worldwide. Bitcoin dominance there at 66.1. A slight decrease on the dominance. People are buying into the altcoins, it seems. Bitcoin basically trading sideways, 80.79. Ether at 177. Ripple's up for all my Ripple maniacs. Those that are believers, you know, I think it's straight trash bags, but we got a few lone wolves out there holding the bags. Tether is about the same. It's $1 as it should be. Bitcoin Cash at 218. Litecoin's up. Binance is up. It looks like there's plenty of grass-fed beef here on the charts, pasture-raised. You got 1854 on Binance. Even EOS is up at 295. Satoshi Vision, I don't know who keeps touching that baggage. You know, I don't understand why. I can see more reason to touch Ripple than Satoshi Vision nowadays. It's incredible that this thing is still in the top 10. Funny as the funniest bunny. Stellar there at 6 cents. And how about Monero? We're going to be talking about Monero. As I've been saying, I think Monero is like the last true crypto on the block. And some boomers have let me know that, champ, Monero's compromised too. They can track it or whatnot. I haven't seen the direct evidence, although I don't doubt it. Okay, I don't doubt it, but it looks like Monero is moving to be the true crypto on the block, if you ask me. You got Leo there at 102. Tron at 1 cent. Cardano slipping in the rankings to number 14 there at 3 cents. Chainlink there on number 15 at 243, up 7%. And Huobi at number 16. I like Huobi. This is like a baby Binance. Let's see if it gains any weight. Let's see what's happening. Let's see if there's any major movers today. Synthex, don't know about it. Dogecoin's up, and then Monero, along with BAT. You know, I like BAT, the basic attention token, and I encourage everybody to download the Brave browser, start earning BAT tokens. I got a link down below. Yes, it is a referral link. If you click on it and download that browser, they give me about $5 in BAT. And what's good about this browser, I'm using it right now, it blocks all the ads, keeps things sexy, and if you decide to click on an ad that is sent to you via this browser on the bottom right hand corner, you actually get some BAT tokens. You can tip people via this browser, and I'm using it, so I like it. Anyhow, the losers today are V Systems, Educare, and Icon, the Korean Ethereum. But Monero, kapumping, and I'm telling you guys, and I have a video, I think linked down below, top 5 blockchain industries that I expect to kapump sooner than later. And one of those industries, the privacy industry. When it comes to crypto, and Monero is leading the charge as it has been for some time. Came across this post over there on the Monero subreddit. I have a link down below. John Weisenthal from Bloomberg is tweeting, until true anonymity or near anonymity is developed into Bitcoin, it's still incomplete and not delivering on its promise, he says. Without anonymity, there's no censorship resistance and no store of value. You know, I think that's a little bit extreme statement when it says no store of value, but I can understand where he's going to. And I think a lot of people are becoming aware of this. And if you check out the comments linked down below, this gentleman, the first comment, he's a moderator there, D.E. Brian. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. DeBrian or whatever it is. It's listed right here as the first comment to moderator. He says, awareness for privacy and Bitcoin's salient fungibility issue is slowly growing, in my opinion. And I've been talking about this, okay? I've been talking about this. It will take time, but I think eventually it will come a prominent and quite contentious, potentially similar to the block size debate subject of discussion, which will ultimately benefit Monero. And then he goes on to talk about some of the subtweets regarding privacy. People have been talking about Taproot and whatnot. And there have been talks about privacy in the Bitcoin space ever since Monero was introduced. Privacy's coming to Bitcoin narrative has been purported for multiple years, and I've seen nothing concrete yet to materialize, says the moderator there on Reddit, D.E. Brian. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. And he goes on to talk about Schnorr and Taproot. I believe one of the boomers, I think it was Marlon, talking about Taproot when I was questioning, Bitcoin's anonymity. So there it is. For years, we've heard all these many awesome upgrades will fix Bitcoin's transparency problem, except they never happen. They never happen. In the meantime and in between time, you got Monero, works today with stronger privacy guarantees and better user experience. Why settle for less, says this gentleman. Okay. And, I think that this is a debate that should be brought to the forefront, potentially similar to the block size debate. This is thought provoking, says Full Metal Science. The analogy elicits a whole lot of new perspective to consider. Okay, so, no matter if Satoshi is Santa Claus or not, and whether he's anonymous or not, the Bitcoin network is not anonymous. So right now, Satoshi himself is more anonymous than the actual network than he created. So that's something to consider. And, it is what it is. Bitcoin's here to stay. Okay, and I think that it is the leader and it will continue to be the leader in the crypto space. But if you think that it's not being tracked and that the decentralization in the network is somehow going to benefit you, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I tend to agree with this. If there's no anonymity, there's no censorship resistance. And I will go ahead and say not no store of value, but less store of value. You can go ahead and continue reading the comments. I think this is worth reading the comments and checking it out. This gentleman, J Man, says 100% accurate. You cannot be transparent and censorship resistant at the same time. It's directly correlated. There's some good comments here. Government needs traceability to rationalize it, so early non-anon is a key to adoption. Cross-government trust is justification to keep using it, thus high store of value. Store of value has nothing to do with anonymity. That Joe post has been criticized a lot. In my opinion, it's nonsense. So you have, back and forth going on over here. Let's see what this censored comment. This comment was censored. It says, let's go Litecoin and implement Mimblewimble. And I got excited when they started talking about implementing the Mimblewimble protocol into Litecoin, which promises privacy and fungibility. But this is already something that Monero has. And then this gentleman says, good luck with optional privacy. Yeah, these blockchains that have privacy as optional. I know that there's some blockchains that you can click on the privacy transaction option. I like to have privacy built in from the get-go. If you ask me, and these are things that Monero offers. So I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, right now, Monero, as far as crypto ethos and all the beats that we originally got into crypto for, because it's a censorship resistant currency, makes it more attractive, and in my opinion, than Bitcoin. Now, is it going to surpass Bitcoin value as far price-wise? I don't know, but I can see that right now there's a lot of potential value in Monero. And again, I agree with this moderator's comment. Awareness for privacy and Bitcoin salient fungibility. The Bitcoin network doesn't have fungible coins. We talked a bit about this all before. It could be as decentralized as you want it to be. You can have control over your keys, but if those coins are tagged as bad boy coins, then you may have a problem selling them in the future. So it is what it is, guys. Good evening for Europe, says Michael Toth. Shout out to Michael. Kaboom. Shout out to Main Event. Roger Ripple says, what do you think about IRS and treatment of forks? Is that crazy or what? I'm not surprised. And, I don't really get into the tax talk because I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not a tax attorney, and I have no idea. And if you're interested, in getting into that field, I would recommend everybody go see a professional. Okay. I don't think you're going to get tax questions answered on YouTube. CryptoZilla says, not your affiliate daddy, but maybe I should be. Shout out to CryptoZilla. Roger Ripper says he's been working with his kids, family, and all that stuff. And welcome back to the box there, Roger. I appreciate you back. Passive Crypto Show says Cardano needs to fulfill their promises sooner rather than later. I agree. And he also says Monero may not surpass Bitcoin, but it should be in the top 3 if more people get to know about it. Yeah, and I think that the awareness is rising. People understand, listen, the original reason people got into Bitcoin is because of censorship resistance, okay, for privacy, for peer-to-peer cash. But as the awareness and as the network matures, we're starting to see that that's not really the case out here. And I know a lot of people may feel some type of way. This is supposed to be a Bitcoin safe space, as Ty City has mentioned. And when I say that it's not as private and it may not be the coin that you think it is, I know a lot of people may get triggered out there. And I don't want anybody whining, but I'm calling it how I see it. I'm still holding on to the BTC. I got baggies, and I got more baggies than I do Monero. But, learning and doing the mathematics and becoming aware here and awakening to the truth of the crypto sphere, you guys better have a little Monero under your pillow. Okay, throw a Monero or 5 under the pillow for the crypto fairy, just in case, boomers. Just in case they blacklist your coins out there. Personally, I'm not into crypto for privacy, but more for the scarcity and limited supply versus the dollar, says Main Event. And I can respect that. And that's a reason why the price of Bitcoin has gone up, because of the scarcity, limited supply. And it seems to be a little more transparent than fiat currency. But let's not forget why so many people got into Bitcoin to begin with before price was a thing of concern. It was because it was an alternative to the fraud that is the fiat system. There was more transparency and the expectation of censorship resistance, which we are starting to learn out here that it may not be the baggage that was promised. Okay? Satoshi right now is more anonymous than the Bitcoins on the network. Something to really think about. Don't mess with the IRS. You're wrong, even if you're right, says Roger. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't even talk about them. I have no idea. I'm not even touching that baggie. I'm not covering that ground. I'll let somebody else cover that ground. Shout out to Jigger Rome's kaboom to you. So talking about Monero, and it's up today. It's up today. You can see that Monero is one of the boomers. It's up 12%. It's at 59 bucks. I'm going to tell you, this coin may not be top 3. It may not be top 5, but as always, it always remains in the top 20. I've been saying this since the channel opened up. Monero. It's always there. So have a baggie or 5 under the pillow just in case. I'm not saying to move the entire portfolio out there, but if you believe in true censorship resistance, if you believe in crypto for the original idea and the reason why it was created, then maybe you should be holding Monero. Okay, maybe. Again, I'm not anybody's crypto daddy, although maybe I should be. Okay, but yeah, I would say you should consider it. Passive says most new people are retail investors and do not realize the importance of privacy. Indeed. Yeah, they don't. They don't understand what's going on. And it is what it is. Right now, I'm going to say that Monero may be the most undervalued crypto in the block. Now, that being said, it's being touted as the most private and whatnot. Now, I've had a couple people in the box tell me, champ, it's not as private. It's compromised as well. This, that, and I don't know if they're shills. I don't know if they're honest. I just don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a techie. I'm not a developer, so I can't go ahead and dissect the code to let you know whether it's legit or not. But the way it's smelling from over here, it smells a lot more private than BTC does. Okay, and I'm not here to FUD BTC, but I gotta call it how I see it. And I'm gonna continue to hold these BTC bags because I expect it to trade between 16 and 22,000 somewhere in and around the halvening. I don't know if it's before or after, but plus or minus a couple months. So let me know what you think. I wanted to bring this to your attention. No anonymity, no censorship resistance. And that's why I believe that Monero is an undervalued crypto coin, the truest crypto coin, if you ask me. If you're interested in buying Monero with BTC anonymously, there is a Reddit post that talks about this. I haven't done it. I don't know, but here it is. A lot of people saying that BISC is the way to do this, but BISC requires payment for that is most definitely not anonymous. How is it even being recommended? Then they talk about BISC, which is a decentralized exchange we've covered before. And apparently you can fund without being verified there with the cryptos. I don't know if that's true or not. You may want to read through this thread. You may want to check out the comments, and you may want to do the knowledge. But I'm pointing you in the direction of Monero, its subreddit, and these couple of posts that I have linked down below. Main event says, feels like they're all warming up for the mark, all digital, all trackable. Yeah, that's why I've been questioning whether Satoshi was legit from the beginning. Okay, like I said, I feel Toshi clause, guys. It's Toshi clause. I know some people got triggered when I say that because I've been a Bitcoin maximalist and I continue to be a Bitcoin supporter. I like the idea. I think it's the leader. I think it's here to stay. But Toshi clause, guys. Toshi clause. Okay, if you think some anonymous character is gonna drop out the sky and save you, I don't know, guys. There's multiple payment option using BISC, i.e. money orders, etc. Yeah, I don't know, but apparently you could fund it with Bitcoin or whatnot. And they talk about the options here, and go through the thread and figure it out. But I'm pointing you guys in the right direction. Passive Crypto Show says 16K would be doubling any investment from now, which is not bad at all. Right, it's not bad at all. Where else would you expect to perhaps maybe double your money in just a few months? And that's what we're hoping for here. Again, we don't know, guys. We don't know. For all we know, this thing may go sub 1,000 like some of the trolls have been expressing, which I don't expect to, but anything can happen out here, boomers. Shout out to Roger Ripple. He says, if you're in it for big money, you're best come out the shadow so you could sleep at night. Yeah, and that's the thing. More money, more problems, guys. If you're holding big baggies and you want to try to keep it all anonymous, they're coming for you. They're coming for you. So I'm not encouraging anybody to break the law, always be compliant with the law or whatnot. But even that aside, I can still see why privacy is important, because some people don't want to be tracked by third parties. They don't want to be discriminated financially against I'm losing it here. They don't want to be discriminated against financially because their data is out there and their purchasing history is out there. So, there's reasons. Zcash transactions can either be transparent or shielded through zero knowledge proof called ZK snarks, says Peter. Yeah, we know about that. Now, I just said this earlier that, I don't like optional privacy. I think that privacy should be built in from the get-go. So these optional privacy, like that you can click and make it optional and like wrap the transaction, it's cool, and I'm sure it works or it doesn't. I don't know, but I like things being private from the get-go. So, that's why Monero attracts me more. But my understanding is that, Zcash is legit. Peter says it's cheap now, 36. Okay, thanks for letting us know. Maurice just dropped me 5 CHFs in the population of the chat box. Let me drop a bomb. Thank you so much, Maurice. Boom into the moon with BTC Lambos. Okay, there you go. I don't know where CHF currency is. Let me know what region of the world that is, but let me shout you out, and thank you for dropping a comment. I appreciate you. I'd rather buy some property than a Lambo, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't need a Lambo. I need some property. Okay, I need more. I need chickens. I need goats. I need a property with a well. Okay, I need more Berkey water filters. I don't need a Lambo. I don't need a Lambo. Lambo is not gonna help you survive the reset. That's the truth. But I'm not mad at those driving a Lambo. If you want the Lambo, shout out to you. It looks nice. I'll be honest with you. It looks nice. I'll ask you to let me borrow it. Shout out to Maurice. He says he's from Switzerland, so he drops me 5 Swiss dollars, whatever that currency is. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. More grass-fed supply, says Passive Crypto. And there you go. Maurice says he forgot Switzerland for your hose too. I don't need any more hoes. I don't need any hoes, actually. I don't want any hoes around me, to tell you the truth. It's I'm past that. Okay. I encourage everybody to get a wife and children and be a man out there. If you're still dealing with hoes, that's probably a problem. I don't see how that ends up developing a man-long gun, if you ask me personally. But we've all been there. So, shout out to you, Maurice. Thai City said the Chinese government sees Bitcoin as a threat to their crypto launch. The problem is 60% of Bitcoin mining is there. If they wanted to carry out a 51% attack to kill their network, they could. Shout out to Ty. He just dropped me time. Boom. We drop a couple of dollars off the ceiling. Ty, I'll be honest with you. I don't believe anything coming out the Chinese government's mouth. They say one thing, they do the other. They ban Bitcoin one day, they open it up the other. So, I completely ignore them, but I know that there's a lot of mining power out there. So let's see, if they want to kill the network or not. I mean, I really don't know. Okay. More Monero in that case. Shout out again to Maurice from Switzerland dropping $5. That goes to the boomer and boomette. We don't need no hoes out here. I stay hoe free. Okay. Just messaging you, married with a newborn daughter. Keep up the good work, bro. By the way, you from New York? No, I'm not, but I was there for a while. In New York City. Let you guys know about me learning about Bitcoin actually in New York City in Zuccotti Park after the Occupy Wall Street or during the Occupy Wall Street movement. Thanks again, Maurice. I appreciate you. And, shout out to you and your newborn daughter. We need more kids. Don't for everybody listening out there, they try to tell you not to have kids. They try to tell you not to settle down. It's all a trick, guys. Okay. They want you watching more porn. They want you trying to chase more hoes and do more drugs. Okay. At the end of the day, I need you guys putting weight on the bar and being a family man. It's the only way out of this, guys. Don't take the ticket out there, guys. It took me a while to figure it out too. I used to, want to stack the hoes as well, but I'm stacking the bits and hopefully having a bigger family. Shout out to Passive Crypto Show, Thai City with the $10, and Maurice there with dropping $5. I appreciate it, guys. Follow the leaders here, Thai. Follow the leaders here, Maurice, and the rest of the boomers dropping some gratuity here in the population of the chat box. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much is all I can say. I humbly appreciate it. I never thought that I'd be here online leading the boomers to crypto victory. Okay, we've been here for some time through the ups and the downs, through the peaks and the valleys, through the attacks on the left and right flank, and we continue to push it forward. We've stepped on a few landmines, we lost a few limbs, but we're here and we're up and we're in the green grass-fed beef. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Roger Ripple says, I have 3 kids. I'm doing my part. There you go. Have more kids out there, boomers. They try to tell you to, not have kids, that the world's overpopulated. It's all a trick, guys. Don't get tricked by the bagels. Come on, guys. You should know better now. And the porn's another trick too, guys. That thing you plug into the porn, and that's another way. That's another way to completely degrade your mind. And you take that ticket, and you're more easily controllable. And I'm not acting like I wasn't watching porn for a long time either, but it's been a while. I walk with a limp, says Roger Ripple. Shout out to Roger. Let me drop a bomb for you guys. We're preparing for everything out here. We're holding Monero bags. We got Bitcoin bags. We got the population of the chat box ready to fire at the Funny Bunny, at the Baby Bear Cubs. I see them dancing and prancing out there. Shout out to my long-range snipers. Boom! Been a silent boomer since day one. Just recently made this Google account. Shout out to Passive Crypto Show. I appreciate you. Got to create soldier to fight these shape-shifting zombies out here. Yeah, you know it. You know it. You got to educate the masses as well. Let them know. And, stay wholesome out there, because everything's trying to corrupt. The corruption runs rampant. You know the deal out there, Maurice. You know the deal. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that gratuity. And stay strong. Stay strong out there. I came back from the gym today. I did my deadlifts. I tried to attempt my prior personal record of 405, and I fell short, boomers. It's been twice that I attempted to match my personal record that I hit last month. But just the gas wasn't in the tank for whatever reason. I pulled it up halfway. I got it to about my knees, and I couldn't lock it out. But it's all good. I ended up completing all my other reps or whatnot. But I was feeling hype. I thought maybe I could at least match the PR, and it didn't work. So By the way, what do you think about Bitcoin and ETH end of year? Says Maurice. I've been saying this for a while. As far as Bitcoin, what I think, I'm going to stick to my prior price predictions that I was giving at the beginning of the year when Bitcoin was at $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I always said that, there was going to be part of the year that we would boom over 10K, which happened at the beginning of the summer. But my prediction has been that we will fall short of 10K or somewhere in and around 10K at the end of the year. So it may be, 96, it may be 10.4. It may be 99, it may be 10.1, but somewhere around 10K, and I think more than likely we'll fall short of 10K. Now, for the new year, going into the halvening, I think that's when we'll gain a little bit more weight, and in and around the halvening, I say 16 to 22. Now, as far as ETH, I don't really have direct price predictions for ETH, although if you've been following the channel, I think ETH is here to stay. Apparently, it looks like they paid the piper, and the regulators already came out and said that they're clear and they're not going to go after them. And then when it comes to decentralized finance, all these apps that are being built on top of ETH, I think there's a place for it. So, I think it's here to stay. But as far as price predictions, I haven't really been giving out ETH price predictions. I feel like all the coins still follow in the wake of Bitcoin. So, the majority of the bag is in Bitcoin. Even Monero follows in the wake of Bitcoin. So it is what it is right now. I hope that answered your question. I'll take a few more comments and questions here before I go ahead and land the plane here, put the car on park. Shout out to Maurice, Passive, Roger Ripple, the rest of the boomers out there. Check out the post over there via Reddit from John Weissenthal's Twitter. They have this post here. Until true anonymity or near anonymity is developed into Bitcoin, it's still incomplete and not delivering on its promise. Without anonymity, there's no censorship resistance. I agree. And no store of value. I don't agree with that, but I say that there's less store of value. But, it's something to consider. And then I would encourage you guys to go through the comments. But this moderator puts it pretty clear, and I agree. Awareness for privacy and Bitcoin's salient fungibility issue is slowly growing, in his opinion. It will take time, but it will become a prominent and quite contentious discussion, potentially similar to the block size debate subject. Okay, so you may want to consider that. Read through the comments here, and if you're interested in buying Monero with BTC anonymously, there's a whole thread going on here where people are talking about it. So I haven't done that, so I can't confirm or deny the information here. But again, I'm pointing you guys in the direction where it seems to be talked about. Did you see Tone Vase clown Roger Ver on stage at the conference? No, I didn't. I don't really keep up with that, but I've seen them debate in the past, and you know, this, that, and the third, and you know, I know that Roger Ver, you know, he's a Bitcoin Cash supporter, and then Tone Vase. You know, I don't really keep up with neither. You know, I do know that they've been in the crypto space longer than I have, so you know, I'm not trashing them or not, but you know, I think that Tone, my understanding is that, you know, he follows the technicals, and you know, he's a day trader. I don't know if he is or not. You know, and in fact, I really don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But that being said, I've had people come in the box telling me that they don't believe what he's saying. So you know, I can't confirm or deny it. I can't confirm or deny it. Like button kaboom, says Main Event. Indeed, thank you so much, Main Event. But yeah, I'll point you guys in the direction of the Monero subreddit. These two posts that we discussed, and of course, Bitcoin's price is still flatline, basically 8,000. And you know, I think sub 8 is still in play. You know, there seems to be some sort of support there at 79, but that support can crumble. You never know. You know, there's a strong potential, in my opinion, that the price may go southward a little bit more before it reaches its final support, and then reverse its trend back upwards over 10K, which I expect to be happening next year. On that note, let me shout out once again, Main Event, Thai City, Maurice, Passive Crypto Show, Roger Ripple. And let me shout out Thai City and Maurice once again for dropping me a little love there, a little gratuity in the box. I appreciate it. All the gratuity goes to the young boomer and the young boomette that we're keeping strong out here. We want to make sure they're eating right. I got the boomer eating prime, USDA prime, grass-fed when I can. And, you know, he likes the good meats, guys. You know, he likes the good meats. It was funny talking about meat. You know, I always talk about the meat eating or whatnot. Today, some girl comes, she's like, "Oh, you're doing a lot of weight on the deadlifts." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to hit my, you know, my numbers." And then she whips out her phone, shows me this Netflix documentary, which featured some power lifter lifting some heavy weight. And she's like, "Yeah, and you know, he goes plant-based." So she was showing me the documentary that Schwarzenegger is now shilling about plant-based athletes. And I'm not believing that, guys. I think that, you know, that's probably funded by the bagel. I don't, you know, I've gone through this a million times. I've tried the plant-based, the vegan, and it's not for me. I want to make sure I'm getting all my vitamins and minerals there with some good USDA prime. I don't think Ver can come into the USA because of the government will get him. I don't even know, Roger. I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. And frankly, I don't care. You know? So on that note, guys, go to the gym. Do it now, and consider some Monero. I think, you know, having a few Moneros under the pillow could be the right move. Don't go ahead and dump all your Bitcoin, though, because this thing may, and it seems more likely that it's going to kapump. But, you know, for all my crypto etho maniacs and talking about true crypto, true decentralization, anonymity, peer-to-peer cash, fungibility, and all those beats that you seem to like to hit, Monero seems the one to be leading the charge, okay? But it still follows in BTC's wake when it comes to the price, so it's something to consider. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. It's always a pleasure. Thanks once again to all the boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest. Crypto, your favorite YouTuber's favorite YouTuber. Thanks for tuning in.